Japana. Welcome to my channel. I am here tonight to do a um, video share of a birthday challenge that I'm doing, which is held by Sabrina from the theSFactorstudio. So she is having a birthday challenge. I think her birthday is coming up in a couple of days, and she is hosting a birthday challenge. And she has some criteria for what she wants us to make for her birthday challenge, and she's doing a fantastic giveaway. So let's get right into my share. I want to pack this all up so I can get it in the mail. So let me move my sign. And I will link Sabrina's channel below so you can check her out. She is a wonderful crafter. She starting to do some tutorials and techniques, which is fantastic. Really like that. So let me see, I wrote everything down. You have to be a visible subby to her channel. She's asking for the main challenge is 2 tags. Any size, any style. She wants it to be layered thick, at least 3 to 5 layers, I think, including the chipboard. There needs to be 3 layers on it, the base, and um, 2 layers on top of that. One layer has to be dimensional. She wants some shimmer or shine on it. Sentiment is optional. If we do put a sentiment on it, she wants it to be like a generic, like a best wishes, no occasions, no happy birthdays, things like that. Just something that one could use at any time. And so I had decided to leave the sentiment off of my tag so that the recipient can just add on a sentiment to whatever is appropriate. I decorated my packaging just with a doily. I went with a lot of doily toppers. So it's just a doily folded over. I did make this mini crepe paper rosette. I made these flowers, and I'll explain them a little bit more in my share. This is just paper. And so when you open it, Sabrina, it just opens up right here on the side. And then it just slides right out like this, okay? So this is my first tag, and it's held together on the back. I used some seam binding. They're kind of crinkly with this bow. And I used this die that I had in my stash, and it is this one. So it has the hearts, holes going around the tag, and this is the inside. Okay, so I used that die in my tag, and here you can see I used a paper line. This paper line is the new one that is out from Lawn Fawn, I believe, and now the cover is gone. Here, Lawn Fawn Spring Fling. So it's a 6x6 paper pad. So I used that, and I used this one called Spiffy Speckles. So it's brand new. I think it's their new spring line. So I use these 2 paper pads a lot in my projects that I'm going to show you. So the tags were cut out with that. I layered a contrasting one on the top. These flowers here, I'm going to use them throughout my projects. And what I did was, let's see if I can. Angela from Love Pink Dragonflies here on YouTube and Instagram, she posted one time, she just die cuts all of these flower pieces. So I've taken out all my flower punches, I've taken out my flower dies, and I just started to punch them and cut them all out. I just threw it all in a bin, and I just started to make and layer flowers. And I just picked them. None of the paper lines matched. They were all from scraps, as you can see. And so I just picked them up. I twisted some of the leaves. I curled some of the leaves. I glued them and I layered them. And then I made flowers. So, sorry, I'm coming. So I started to make flowers such as this. Okay, so some there is no centers in them yet because I started to layer them. So you just layer them and layer them, and then you put a bling in the middle. So it becomes a dimensional flower. Okay, so I punched a whole plastic bin of flowers, and I'm putting it together. I take it to the alley with me, the bowling alley, while my husband and my kids bowl. I make flowers. So that has been my thing right now. So here is my first tag. This in the background are these leaves, and they are from the new, I don't know if they're new, but I think they came out during the winter time. These are Tim Holtz's flowers. There are two sets in here, and they're kind of like I don't have the paper, the tag for it. I lost it. But these are like wildflowers and weeds, I guess, kind of. So they die cut out really nicely, as you can see in here, and they are quite large. One die is about 6 inches tall. And so that's the most, see, and this one is really long. So I'm sorry, they're not weeds, but I forgot what they're called. They're like grass, or I guess wildflowers is what it's called. So I just put them in this baggie for now. Okay, so I use that as the background for this die. And I have some blings here, and I have some centers here which are shiny. Okay, so that's my first tag, and it's quite thick. I layered it with I think 210 cardstock with the backing paper, so there's 4 layers, and then this one on top has a 110 cardstock with this paper, so the tag, and it's all glued together. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of, I guess, chipboard cardstock, heavy duty cardstock and designer paper, and then these flowers on here, so it's quite sturdy. Okay, and here's the other one. I'll take them out so you can see them. This one has white seam binding on it, and this kind of has the blues and the greens more. So although they're the same types of tags, they are in different colors. Okay, so that is gonna be my tag challenge, and it's the same kind of topper like the other one. Okay, so that was the main part of the challenge. She wanted anything to do with bows, flowers, butterflies, or hearts. She had certain color criterias. She also had a chance to enter you in the extras, and the extras will go would be any LOL from the LOL line. So I'm gonna gift this sticker set. I don't have too many of these, but I did find a couple on my trip. I did have some of my crafty friends send them, so I'm kind of hoarding them because I want to make something with them. But this one I bought when I was on my recent Vegas trip. And then, so one LOL dies up to 2. So these were in my stash. This makes a beautiful leaf wreath, and you can, there's a separate leaf, so you can strategically place them and add flowers on them. It makes a really pretty wreath. Okay, and this is from, these are both from Alina, I believe. This one too. But this is a gorgeous lady, all dressed up, ready to go. You cut her out in glitter or foil paper. She really looks nice. Okay, so I'm going to gift these two. And then she has another extra entry if you send up to 2 stamp sets. So these are more planner type sets. So this is a Christmassy one from Clearly Kelly, and this is from Elle Studio. So this is just from my stash. Okay, and I believe I bought this on one of my trips, or maybe someone gifted it to me, but I have so many stamps I want to share. Okay. Let's see. Okay, then she also gave you a chance to do 4 um, embellishments. So all of these extras here, the LOL stamp set and the 2 dies and the 2 stamp sets, Sabrina, I'm gonna put them in this policy envelope that I made. Isn't this cute? It's kind of cotton candy or ice cream cones with cupcakes. So I made a policy envelope with this. I love to watch Anna from Serenity Creations, and she did there are lots of tutorials out on policy envelopes, but she did a great one with all the different sizes of paper. So I always refer to her video. And this tag was gifted to me in a recent Happy Mail by Kat. So I'm reusing it. So pretty. Okay, then, so this will be on the side. Then the 5 embellishments, it had to be in a set of 4. So we could submit up to 5 sets of embellishments. So this is the one that I made, and this is the flower share that I shared with you earlier. So I'm not going to take them out, but they are all glued onto or foam taped onto acetate and then the background paper. Okay, so it could be removed easily. This is my topper. I did very simple toppers because I'm going to try to pack them all in a pizza size box, I think, if it'll all fit. So I just did a leaf trim with some individual rosebuds that I have in my stash. And this is a trim from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so these are my flowers, the same concept as the one I showed you earlier, which is on my tags here. Okay, then I made these butterflies, and this one it's dimensional. Oh, and the tags have to be dimensional, so it has to be no more than 2 by 2 in size and a minimum of 3 layers. So the flower one here is way more than 3 layers, including the bling. This one, Sabrina, it just pulls out of the acetate. This is doily is stapled onto the background paper. So this one are little banners, and they are a layer of 3 butterflies. So you have to um, put up the dimensions on them so they look 3D-ish. I did a mini crepe paper rosette that I made, and I die cut out some of these flowers from my flower die. It's just on a banner with some bling, and there's bling in the butterfly's body. And I was gonna emboss the vellum and I forgot. But then I think I just wanted the muted colorness of the paper in the back and then the glitter wings on the bottom. So each one you would have to puff it up. Okay, so that is this embellishment. Okay, this was just using a punch. I had a butterfly. I have many butterfly punches, but I use this one. And I think this is a Stampin' Up punch. Okay, next I made, and I did post this on my Instagram, and this was really fun to make. I watched a video from Crafting with Liller, and she does some awesome embellishments. So you check her out. I'll link her video to these banners. And so I posted the the pre-embellished flags on my Instagram account, and I'm so happy because Liller saw it and replied to my post. But it looks like this. So let's see, does it all? Yep, it all comes out. So this is just a really simple banner. I just wanted to use this. I was playing around with some bunny necklaces. I cut it all apart and I just made a rosette topper. So it really does have nothing to do with my flag banners except they're fun. So I have them on acetate. So as you can see, I used some charms to do dangles with a jump ring. I used a pom-pom. These I got from AliExpress. These banners, the paper is all from the Maggie Holmes Bloom. I have a 6x6 pad. These are swans that I got from Hobby Lobby, stickers. These are stickers also. These are from the Maggie Holmes. There is a set. Someone gifted it to me and I just used the words. So these are puffy butterflies, and I used some bling and some enamel stars and hearts. And these charms, I got them at Walmart in a pack, and so I dangled them. These all came in the pack, except this butterfly was my first one, and I should have added an extra jump ring, and I didn't, so it's kind of really stiff up here, but it's okay. So I thought they came out really cute. They're just on this acetate with a glue dot. So all you have to do is take them off, and then you can put them in any embellishment that you want. So these are a little bit longer than 2 inches. It's 2 inches up to here, and these are the extra. So I guess you could always cut them off if you didn't want to, if it doesn't fit on your project. Okay, so that is my third set. Next are bows. I made bows, and the bows are the only ones, the embellishment that she just allowed an extra layer on it, so didn't have to have um, the 3 layers on it because you can only do so much with bows. So these I die cut out of a die that I got from my stash, and I cut it out of these faux leather pieces from Hobby Lobby. These don't cut very well with the metal dies. You would have to cut them and then cut them again with your scissors. But if you have a original die, one of these wood ones with the steel rule in them, they cut really good. Okay, so that's what I use to cut these out. So there's a set of 4 pink and mint, and I just added a small handmade bow up here. Okay, and my last set of embellishment are these, and I made these a while ago, and I never knew what to do with them, so I was looking at them and then I embellished them more. So these are made out of beads and wire, and Anna from Serenity Creation showed them one time. She made them. She found a lady who made them, who showed them, but it wasn't in English, so I think she just figured it out. So I think these are 8 on the each hoop or bowl, and the ones that come on the bottom, I think I put 4. But I made bigger ones too, so you can use different size beads to vary the size of your bowl. And then I just put these, I think there might be Wild Orchid Crafts, Wild Orchids flowers on the center. Okay, so they're a little wiggly. They're on the acetate. Oh no, they're not. This one I did just straight onto the hard cardstock because I didn't want to use paper or acetate because these are little on the heavier side. Okay, so they're just held together with a glue dot. So you just take them off and you can use them in whatever project that you want. But aren't they so cute? I love them. So I made a whole bunch of them, so I'm glad I got to use them and share it as an embellishment. Okay, so this is my submission for Sabrina's challenge. Thank you, Sabrina, for hosting a birthday challenge. It was really fun. I'm so glad I was able to do it. And if you have any questions, please link it below. Thank you so much for all my subbies that watch me, to continue to support me. Thank you so much for all of my new subbies. I really appreciate all the love and support that you give me. And I will see you again really soon in my next video. Bye, everyone.